This is What If Deku Was an Espada. So, where we start off, this is 6 months after they got to UA. And the USJ already happened. Well, the USJ attack already happened. So they planned another USJ. And that one gets attacked as well. So, now Deku is ready to fight, but Class 1 just throws him down there. All Might busts through the ceiling and one shots the Nomu, which makes all the villains retreat. Then he picks up Deku, takes his quirk back, and puts a giant hole into his chest. And now Deku is, after you get a hole put in your chest, you die. So, instead of being taken to the afterlife, sorry for birds are birds. Instead of getting taken to the afterlife, he gets taken to Waco Mundo, where the Hollows live. So, Deku is now said Hollow, because when he on top of being killed by someone who his mentor, his friends threw him down there. So he gets the emotions like hatred, and just general hate for the people who just threw him down there. So he gets turned into a Hollow, which therefore takes him to Waco Mundo. And when he's at Waco Mundo, he realizes real quickly that you can't trust people. You just have to, rely on your own power and skill. So that's what he does. He doesn't trust anyone besides more so himself. And when he does do that, he managed to get 5 Hollows, which their power gets transferred to his, and making him, give me a second, I gotta think. Making him a Adhuchis. Before, he was a stage 1 Gillian. And then he runs into more so a Panther Hollow. So then he runs because that Panther Hollow is getting transformed into an espada. And after that, he gets transformed. He transforms into a Vestalore, which, if you don't know, Ichigo turned into a Vestalore when he went up against what's his face? He was at Espada. I don't know what his name was. Anyway. What else? What else happened? Then Aizen comes along and turns Deku into an espada. And when that happens, he feels an immense power. And when that happens, Aizen takes him to I forgot. Now hold on, let me think. Alright. He gets taken to a little table where the rest of the espadas are. So Deku, as normally, he is now, as I just said, an espada. So that means that he's gonna have to sit at the table with everyone else, which they have a plan to infiltrate the human world. Before Deku can hear the rest of the plan, he gets forcefully taken back to the human world, and now he is he still has his powers, but he doesn't have the same mentality as when he was in as he had in Hueco Mundo. Instead, he now has the mentality that he had before, like he wanted to be a hero, but he still had the memories of what happened. So now he is currently thinking of what he should do. Either A, go back to Hueco Mundo, since he's able to do that now that he's a Espada. Or 2, go back. No, not go back. Or 2, go to UA. Go back to UA. And overall, he decided to go back to UA. So when he gets back to UA, people don't realize him. And 4, it's not a big problem for Deku. By the way, his hair is now white. His hair is white. And now that his hair is white, no one really remembers him. And his giant hole in his chest, it will only surface when he when he uses his hollow powers. Like his full release. Anyway, so he goes and takes the UA exam. Of course, big smart, he passes in that. And then physical exam, passes in that. Like first place, 1,000 points. That's how big he passed. That's how big of a lead he had on everyone else. Now that he has 1,000 points, he just sits down, relaxes, and pretty much does nothing else. He just sits on top of a building and waits. But then 0-pointer comes. And when the 0-pointer comes, I'm gonna say for reasons. Second years, since that's what the sports festival for first years already happened. Now everyone in class 1A is now second years. That means they're in class 2A. Now I'm gonna say once that happens again, you're gonna have to do not the entrance exam all over again, but more so take the entrance exam to see how far you improved. Which, yeah. Also, I'm gonna say there were 4 people who believed in him. 1, Denki, because I'm gonna make Denki believe in him in all of my videos. 2, Todoroki. 3, Sue, and 4, Mineta. Those are the 4 that believed in my guy, Deku. And as I said, they have to take the entrance exam to see how far they've grown, Deku is sitting on top of a building, just relaxing after he got 1,000 points. Sees the 0-pointer, and someone's about to get stepped on the 0-pointer. And as he sees, it is Uraraka. So he just ignores it. And he sees that there's 4 more 0-pointers. Because they're overdoing it now. Since Class 2A, should I say now, is involved in it. So Deku jumps down, goes in front of the other 4, puts his hands on the ground, and summons vines. Vines that just shoot. Vines surround him. Like thick vines that people. Can people not be loud right now? Can people not be loud right now? Anyway, like thick vines that have really sharp thorns. And he just puts his arms out and the thorns shoot. Not the vines, the thorns. The thorns shoot out in all directions, hitting all 4 of the 0-pointers in their legs, their arms, their head, and 5 in their stomachs. So they just hit the ground, get pinned, and Deku reaches into the sky. Vines just shoot up in the air. You know the little thing that Aang made to originally finish off Fire Lord Ozai with the air, fire, water, and earth try a little pillar thing that was about to kill Ozai, stab him in the chest? Yeah. That is now but vines shooting down at all 4 of the 0-pointers and absolutely obliterates them. So now Deku has now just, absolutely destroyed 4 0-pointers. And Uraraka is about to throw up because she just lifted the 0-pointer that was on her away. So Deku is now walking away. He doesn't have a home, so he just walked away. And he goes to a nearby gym, starts working out. And since he's a hollow, he really has nothing else better to do. He more so got taken away. He has all of his memories and stuff from the human world and Hueco Mundo. But has the mentality he had as when he was in the human world. And, of course, he's going to take revenge. Anyway, 2 weeks later, he gets the entrance exam. Well, he gets a UA letter, which means he has gotten into UA. And 2, well, no, not, just no 2. When he gets there, he automatically gets put in Class 2A, where the rest of Class 1A is. So when he gets taken there, he sees Ida still fighting with Bakugo like the first day in school. And instead of, waiting and talking, he goes straight to his desk, puts his feet on the desk, and just shuts up, not talking to anyone. I hope you like the gameplay in the background. Anyway, now Deku is just messing around at this point, not paying attention, and then Aizawa walks in the door, and he sees Ida walking over to Deku and saying, "Get your feet off the desk. That is highly disrespectful to the people who were before us and people that will be after us, yada, yada, yada." And Deku just says, "Shut up, 4 Eyes, no one likes you," and closes his eyes, going to sleep. And Ida has never felt so disrespected in his life. So, right now Deku is at this point sleeping. And he sees his inter-hollow mentality, which in his mindscape is like a calm ocean. So he sees his mentality walking towards him. And instead of it being like all white like Ichigo's, it is all black. Changing it up. Now, since Deku is like, since he's in his mind state and sees another version of him, but all black, he says, oh hey, it's been a while. And it's been a while since he's been here. And, hold on, I'm gonna let you comment down his sword's name, since Soul Reapers and espadas have a name for their swords. I'm gonna let you name his sword. Anyway, Deku is now just talking with his hollow mentality. And then he gets forcefully woken up by Aizawa and Ida. Since he wasn't waking up before, they tried everything they could, but now they're forcefully waking him up. So when he opens his eye, he just lets off tons and tons of bloodlust. Do you guys see this lag right now? Sorry. He lets off tons and tons of bloodlust and says, what do you want? Not in a kind way, like asking, oh, do you need anything? Like straight up, what do you want? And then, Aizawa, who just doesn't care if he lives or die, he just says, pay attention, class is in session. And Deku says, nope, I'm good, I don't want to pay attention. And goes right on back to sleep. Which makes Aizawa even more mad. And he says, alright then, fine. Since you don't want to pay attention, let's have a little throwing con. We're going to have another exam. You know, like the exam they had in the first year? Like the ball throw, stuff like that. Birds are being really loud. Anyway, he is now ready to, he's like, fine, whatever, let's go. And Aizawa would have thought he was about to back down, so he said, all right, fine. But no, he's ready and raring to go. So now Deku Deku in the locker room just gets changed as fast as possible since he doesn't want to be in there. He was the first one there anyway, and walks outside. He's the first one out there besides Aizawa. Dude. Okay, anyway. He is... What is that? What is that lag? What is that lag? Anyway. What is that lag? Anyway. That's going to be a running meme right now. Anyway. Deku is just sitting there waiting for everyone else to get there. And when everyone else does get there, he says, alright, you're first. To the person that they think has no name. Since he doesn't have no name. He doesn't want to tell him his real name. And since he died and became a hollow, he doesn't have another name. So he has no name. So Aizawa says, you, right there, the one who was sleeping. Since you don't have a name, since you didn't have a name, and since you got first place on the entrance exam, you're going first. He says, alright, fine. I don't really care. And he says, also you have to use your quirk. And he says, again, I don't really care. So Aizawa throws the ball to him. He catches it with little to no effort and cocks back his hand, puts some vines around it, chucks it, and sends some thorns on the vines just scatter and then shoot at the ball. They come off and then like go towards the ball, which makes the ball like go further because the thorns are pushing it. So as long as he wants to, he can keep going. And since he threw with like half his force, and he was in Waco Mundo for years upon years upon years, to him, it was like 85 years. But to them, it was like what? It was like a year. I don't know. So when he throws it, it breaks the sound barrier 5 times. And the thorns are still pushing the ball forward, making it go on and on and on. So it makes it go to infinity. So Deku just says, alright, is that it? And that's why I'm leaving it off for today. I hope you liked the gameplay, and goodbye.